just been us. I wanted to give us some me time. And if you're new and have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, my name is Rebecca Rogers. Welcome to my channel. I hope whoever you are, you're having the best day. You deserve it. And we haven't done one of these in a little while, so it's time. I don't even remember how I usually start this series. We really need to do this more often. There are so many professions out there that deal with so much craziness. They really shouldn't have to. Underappreciated, underpaid. And what better way to advocate for those professions than sharing a laugh? People always respond to comedy better than seriousness. I asked the vet techs, or the veterinarian technicians, in my followings on both Instagram and Facebook, what are some things that you've seen at work that have made you think, oh my gosh, I don't get paid enough? And here are 15 of their answers. At our office, we unfortunately get a lot of drug seekers. For example, one lady came in screaming at the receptionist because she kept breaking her pet's leg to get pain meds, and we told her she was banned over the phone. She did not like that. She ended up getting banned at just about every vet in the state. But who's helping the poor pet? Oh no, I should have thought about it before doing this one. My heart and soul. I don't know if I can emotionally handle all that I'm about to hear that happens to these animals. Put on your big girl pants, Rebecca. This is what advocacy is about. I had a lady that seriously made me question my faith in humanity. Hi, I need to make an appointment for my cat. Oh, what seems to be the problem? Oh, she just needs to be declawed. Oh man, we don't offer that procedure. In fact, I don't think you're gonna be able to find a vet in the whole state that will offer that procedure. Well, why not? Because it's inhumane. It's pretty much chopping off the ends of their limbs and expecting these animals to just walk on that the rest of their lives, which leads to more health problems down the line. It's not something we do anymore. But my cat is scratching at my sofa. Can't you make an exception? Cutting off part of their feet for your sofa seems a little bit extreme, don't you think? Do you know how much my sofa costs? I mean, I need something to fix this issue. I can recommend you products that you can spray on your couch to deter the cat from wanting to scratch it and train them if you want. Oh, so now you want to sell me products, huh? I mean, you were looking to pay for a surgery, so this will be a whole lot cheaper. You just want the commission. I'm not stupid. I'm just gonna go find a veterinarian that'll do what I wanted in the first place. What?
See you later, crocodile.
We've talked about that on here. I've told you guys, I think it was in a bad apple thing, maybe? I can't remember. Do not declaw your cats. That is terrible. I specifically got furniture that was made of material that wouldn't just shred with cat claws. You get a pet and all of its body parts, and that's just, it is what it is. We had a man who would call to make appointments for his dog and then tell us to hold on because Sparky wanted to speak to us. He would then bark into his phone and ask us to respond to his barking as if it was his dog. Listen, am I gonna pretend like I don't talk to my cats? Absolutely not. I know they understand me. You don't have to tell me otherwise because I know they understand me. I have never, and remember, I'm a crazy cat lady, okay? I have never demanded someone else speak to my cats. Nor have I ever meowed for them. I feel like that's a little much. Just a little much. I could not believe this one lady. Hi. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to make an appointment to put our dog down. Oh no, what happened? We're moving. Okay. Yeah. I'm not understanding what that has to do with your dog's health. Nothing, she's perfectly healthy. So why would we put her to sleep? Because we're moving and we can't take her with us. My kids would be devastated if they knew someone else was able to play with the dog and they weren't. Plus, just think about the heartbreak that we're saving her from when we leave and she thinks we're abandoning her. This is much more humane. What is wrong with you? I didn't know what to do because this guy was pretty adamant about his dog not living anymore, so I did what any other animal obsessed person would do. I told him I'd do the procedure and took the dog home instead. Guess who has a new pet? Sometimes I really don't like people. Poor babies. No vet would do that, right? Like, it's not that this vet tech was just a phenomenal human. No one would do that, right? And by do that, I mean the parent request, not the saving the animal. I hope so many people do that. I mean, I need reassurance that no vet would follow through with that request.
Right? Of course.
We had two gentlemen come in with a basset hound that they found at a gas station overheating. We scanned her and Thankfully, she had a chip. I call up her owner and I say, hey, Mr. Parrot, are you missing your pet Blueberry? He says, no, she's in my front yard. Apparently, 5 years ago, Blueberry went missing, and 2 years later, his buddy thought he found Blueberry, but it was another dog entirely. He was just so glad that he thought he found his pet. They didn't think to get her chipped and make sure. This was the real Blueberry, and she'd been missing for 5 years. The man literally said, oh, I thought that Blueberry was a little bit ruder than before she left, but I just thought she was bitter for being missing for 2 years. So now they have 2 basset hounds that look exactly the same, both named Blueberry. That was so awesome though. He found his baby girl and he gave the other dog home. I do want to know though, are they both gonna keep the name Blueberry? How are you gonna differentiate thing 1 and thing 2? What would you do? Would you change the names? And if not, how would you call the 2 different dogs? Because what if you want one dog to go like right over there, but you don't want the other dog to go, like what are you gonna do? They both responded Blueberry. Let me know. One time, we had a lady try to pull a fast one on us. Excuse me, does anybody even work here? Yes, ma'am, what can I do for you? This place is filthy. I just walked in for my appointment and there's dog crap right on the floor. Have you ever heard of sanitizing? I mean, what if my dog just ate it and got sick? I expect some kind of discount for having to experience such filthy facilities. Ma'am, you were our first customer today. Well, I guess it's just been sitting there overnight. That's disgusting. No, that means it would have had to come from your dog. My dog? My dog would never. She's potty trained. You do know we have cameras, right? You have cameras here? Why? What a breach of privacy. I can't believe you would spy on your customers like that. That's gross. I'm out of here. You just lost my business. Okay.
Bye, have a great time.
Gosh, I feel like I'm back in the classroom. Jimmy would never do that. I know you got him on camera, but he would never. I work in an ICU at an emergency animal hospital, and one client brought in her dog that had neuro problems. She told us that she bought and administered fentanyl she got off the internet. What?
Hey, hold up.
How are some people allowed to have pets? How are some people allowed to have pets? I don't understand. Why is there not a form or some kind of evaluation that people should have to pass to take care of a living, breathing creature? Oh my gosh. This guy made me feel like I was losing brain cells. Okay, Mr. Jones, we took a look at your pup and we have some things we need to discuss. Is he okay? He's stable now, but we have some really big concerns. Your dog was very sick, so do you know what he's eaten in the last 24 hours? I mean his kibble, some cheese from when I was cooking dinner, some raisins that I got him out of my trail mix. Wait, you gave your dog raisins? Yeah, they're healthy. For people! We told you the last time you came in with your dog this sick that grapes were a big no-no for dogs. I didn't give him grapes, I gave him raisins. Raisins and grapes are the same thing! No, they aren't. That's why one is called grapes and the other is called raisins, because there's 2 different fruit. You've got to be kidding me right now.
Oh boy.
I want to say I'm surprised, but I was a high school teacher for years. I'm unfortunately not surprised. This is very upsetting. I need a tea break. All right, back to it. We had this really sweet but mentally unwell old lady come in with her cat who was diagnosed with kidney disease. The poor lady just couldn't wrap her head around what kidney disease was, and no matter how many times we tried to explain it, she just couldn't really get it. We tried to talk to her and her family members about the cat's treatment plan and tried our best to get them all to stick to it. She, however, decided that instead, she was gonna spit in her cat's mouth to help them get better. We asked, why would you do that? And she said her human doctor told her that she was healthy, so she was trying to cure her cat's disease.
Ew.
First off, I feel like her family should have stepped in a little bit right there. Like if she's genuinely unwell, they should have stepped in. But she genuinely thought she was celebrating her cat. Like obviously, she's not doing so hot. And again, family members should have stepped in and helped her out. But at least she doesn't hate the cat. But seriously, someone needs to make sure she's not spitting in the cat's mouth anymore. I will never forget this interaction. Please promise me you'll be extra careful with my dog. Ma'am, neutering a puppy is very routine. I promise your dog's in good hands. You don't understand. That's not just a puppy. That's my husband. Excuse me? This dog is my husband reincarnated, so you need to keep that in mind while you're doing your thing. Take extra special care when you're giving him anesthesia. This is a grown man. Be gentle. This is a person. When you're snipping away, you're really snipping away at... Please do not finish that sentence. I'm begging you. I don't know how I would respond to that.
Okay.
Trigger warning for domestic violence. This is the craziest thing I've ever experienced. We had this sweet little terrier come in about a year or two ago after somehow it accidentally got caught by a bobcat. Poor thing was so injured. We recommended the owner surrender the dog to a rescue, and she agreed, saying that there was no way that she could afford to help him the way that he clearly needed to be helped. The next day, we get a call from the same woman warning us that her husband found out she surrendered the dog and beat the crap out of her. Not only that, but he threatened to come find us too. Sure enough, he did. That night, our security cameras caught him banging on the doors and screaming for someone to open up. Thank goodness we were closed. But we never saw him again after that. A while later, I decided to call the woman and tell her that the dog was gonna make a full recovery with some skin grafting and laser treatments. She was so relieved and then casually mentioned that no one would have to worry about her husband anymore because he was murdered. What? I didn't believe it, so I Googled it and it was legit. Anyways, the dog made a full recovery, so all's well that ends well. I'm speechless. What in the days of our lives is going on here? That's just a soap opera my mom watched when I was a kid. I don't know. Excuse me, I really need a vet to look at my dog. I'm really worried he has hepatitis and syphilis and gonorrhea and HIV. That's a lot of diseases. What makes you think your dog's that sick? Because I'm worried I gave them to him. What? Oh, don't be gross, lady. That's disgusting. I have those diseases and my dog ate my poop. I just keep getting more questions that I don't want the answer to. I don't think I want to know either.
#gross.
Yesterday, I was helping get a dog under for an AG2 placement, and while I bent over to pick her up, she let out the biggest human-sounding fart I've ever heard. This was in front of my entire team, and we couldn't stop laughing. Of course, they all made fun of me because it was just as I bent over. But seriously, that was hilarious. Some people are just so embarrassed by their own pastimes. Hey, Miss Johnson, we just finished Fluffy's surgery. She did great. She should be waking up soon. Oh, that's so wonderful to hear. We did find the problem. There was something in her stomach that she ate. Well, what was it? A toy and not a dog one. A toy? But I don't even have kids. Yeah, it was more like, well, it wasn't mine. I didn't ask. I would never own something like that. I don't really care. I don't even know how it would have gotten there. All that matters is that it doesn't happen again, so whatever. Lady, I don't know how else to communicate that I couldn't care less what you do in your own house. I'm gonna remember the story because it's funny, not because I'm judging you. But also now because you're being so weird about it. That's definitely gonna help me remember it. That reminds me of when cashiers are like, yeah, we see what you're buying and what you're checking out, but we don't care. We don't think anything of it. Your kids are gonna tell your teachers all your embarrassing secrets. The cashiers are gonna see what you're buying. The doctors and vet techs are gonna see the things that you and your pets swallow or stick in places. No one cares what you do in your own house. It's a good chuckle for like 5 seconds and then everyone moves on and you're okay, I promise. We had a client decide on cremation for their deceased cat 2 years after she'd been stored in a trash bag inside a storage container in the garage. The smell was putrid.
I smell it. You're making me.
That is not an image that I want in my brain, no. Poor baby. That was 15 examples of situations that make vet techs think, oh my gosh, we can't make this stuff up. And all reasons that these professionals should be appreciated. On a side note, I've been pondering, we've been calling the series We Can't Make This Stuff Up for a good while. I'm wondering what you guys think of the name occupational hazards. It could be a job, it could be a hobby, it's something catchy and unique. I mean, we'd still have the catchphrase, just name the series something different. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. You know I love your feedback. And as always, if there's an occupation or a group of people that you think we need to show a little love to and really acknowledge the kind of craziness that they deal with every day, let us know in the comments. We're always looking for more people to appreciate and love and share a laugh with. When I plan for these episodes, I always ask my Instagram and Facebook followers, so if you want to follow me on one of those platforms to make sure that your experiences or your suggestions are heard, do that. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time. I hope after this you go and find your little fur nugget and give them a big old hug, because that's what these stories made me want to do. And if you don't have a fur nugget, come see Love Bug.
Oh my goodness. You're so handsome. You're such a good boy. I love you so much.
I hope to see you guys next week. Bye, my lovelies. Mwah.